In a city that practically drowns in secrets, some are meant to stay in the dark. But, the truth, it has a funny way of refusing to stay buried. So today, we're going to tear into the Fifth Street Shadows, a classic neo-noir story that really gets into the messy, high price of a clear conscience.
Loud keeps secrets safe. Now that line right there, that's the key to this whole thing. See, in a city that's just a constant barrage of noise, the most dangerous truths, well, they can be passed in a simple whisper. And tonight, a meeting is about to go down that will put that idea to the ultimate test.
So, picture this. Rain-slicked asphalt, neon lights bleeding all over the streets. Our story kicks off in an all-night diner, the kind of place that's supposed to be a safe haven. It's here, over a cheap cup of coffee, that two very different lives are about to collide, all because of what's inside a single manila envelope.
On one side of the booth, you've got Jack Mercer. This guy moves with a kind of purpose, a confidence that tells you he knows his way around the city's dark corners. And across from him, Lena Vale. Her hands are just a mess of nervous energy. You can see the fear practically radiating off her. It's the classic hunter and the hunted, caught in this tense, desperate moment.
So what's so important about that envelope? Well, it's not just rumors. It is a full-blown takedown of a man named Victor Kane and his entire criminal operation. We're talking dates, account numbers, names, every last piece of the dirty puzzle. This isn't just information, people. It's a loaded gun. And Lena just handed it over.
In a situation like this, you have to watch everything. Every little detail could be a threat. Take the waitress, for example. She's hanging around their table just a second too long. Her eyes are a little too focused. It's a tiny thing, but in this world, tiny things can get you killed. You have to wonder, is she just watching, or is she a sign of what's coming?
And that one look from the waitress, that's the first tremor before the earthquake hits. The quiet, tense bubble they're in is about to pop, and the price for the information in that envelope, it's about to be paid in blood.
And bam, just like that, a gunshot rips through the diner, completely shattering that fragile sense of safety. The quiet conversation is over, and all that's left is the deafening sound of violence.
It's just total chaos. 1 second, it's a quiet diner. The next, it's a whirlwind of screaming and confusion. This secret meeting has just turned into a desperate, messy fight for survival.
Instinct kicks in. Jack grabs Lena and they dive out into the wet, twisting alleys. And all you can hear is the sound of footsteps pounding the pavement right behind them. The threat isn't some far-off idea anymore. It is literally breathing down their necks. They find a moment's peace in the shadows, but it's too late for Lena. And with her last breaths, she doesn't talk about fear. She gives a command. Promise me, it gets out. Suddenly, this isn't just about data on a drive. It's a promise. It's a legacy that she is now trusting Jack with.
So forget the old-school manila envelope. The entire mission, all of Kane's secrets, are now on this one tiny USB drive. As Lena fades, she passes it to Jack. The weight of everything, her sacrifice, the truth, it's all on his shoulders now. So Jack makes it back to his apartment, back to what should be safety. But he's about to find out that the drive holds more than just Kane's secrets. It holds a ghost. And this ghost is about to turn this entire investigation inside out. He plugs in the drive and, whoa, the truth just spills out. This corruption, it's so much deeper than he thought. It's a massive web of bribes, fake companies, dirty politicians. It's not just about one bad guy. The entire soul of the city is rotten.
And as he's scrolling through all this filth, one file name just stops him cold. A ghost from a past he thought was long gone. It's his own name. The hunter has just become the hunted, caught in a trap he didn't even know existed. The question isn't just who's corrupt anymore. Now it's, what did I do?
He opens the file, and the video is like a knife to the gut. There he is, a younger, dumber Jack Mercer, taking a payoff on camera. The hero of our story is a fraud, a piece of the same corrupt machine he's now trying to break. Kane didn't just corrupt the city. At some point, he corrupted Jack, too.
And right at that moment, as the weight of his own past comes crashing down on him, there's a hard knock on the door. The police. The timing is just too perfect. The walls are closing in, and Jack is trapped, with nowhere left to run.
So he's cornered, desperate. There's only one place left to go. Up. He heads for the rooftop. And it's here, high above the city streets, that this whole thing is going to come to a head.
This is more than a fight for his life. It's a fight for whatever's left of the city's soul.
And who does he find waiting for him? Victor Kane, the man himself. And Kane, he just lays out his philosophy. In his mind, he's not a monster. He's a realist. He believes the whole city runs on these quiet compromises. To him, corruption is just the cost of doing business, and everyone, he thinks, has a price.
Not tonight. That's Jack's answer. Just 2 words, but it's a declaration of war. He's not denying his past, but he is flat out refusing to let it define his future. He is drawing a line right then and there. It's redemption over compromise, no matter what it costs him.
So, in one final, crazy move, Jack makes his choice. He doesn't go after Kane. He goes after the whole rotten system. He tosses the USB drive off the roof. He knows he's sacrificing himself, but he's making sure the truth gets out. And that little drive falls through the night, right into the hands of a reporter waiting below.
And just like that, the scales of justice start to tip back. Kane gets the cuffs slapped on him, his empire crumbling. But Jack doesn't walk away clean. He gets cuffed right alongside him. To expose the city's sins, he had to expose his own. Turns out, there are no clean heroes in this story.
After all the chaos on the rooftop, the city gets quiet again. The storm is finally past. But now, we get to see what's left in the wreckage.
And there's Jack, standing on the courthouse steps. The charges against him were dropped. He's a free man, but you get the feeling he's not just free from jail, he's free from the weight of his own past. By facing the darkness head-on, he's somehow found his way back.
Truth's a habit, hard to break. That's how he sums it all up. It's not some big, heroic speech. It's a quiet realization. Being good, telling the truth, it isn't a one-time choice. It's something you have to do every single day. And it leaves us with this final thought. In a world full of shadows, is telling the truth really a choice we make, or is it a hard habit we're forced to learn?